Howdy, hi. It is Do Your Job Sports MLB Rundown Picks and Predictions for Saturday, March 29th, 2025. We are looking at the best bets of the day. Let's get into the video. All right, so previous day's results. We have currently locked up 4-2 on the day. We have one game left outstanding, in which we have the Braves plus 105 on the Shmoney line. And then we have the over of 7.5 runs. The over is looking really good. It's 3-3 in the top of the fifth. So it's looking like that one's going to get across as long as we don't just have one run scored in the final 4.5 innings. The Braves could win it, tied up right now, so we'll see what happens. Hopefully both of those hit and we finish the day 6-2, but we will find out within the next couple hours. So I'm going to recap these games real quick that we bet on, and then we'll get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1. We had the Rays and the Rockies had the under 7.5 runs. That one cashes for us. Colorado loses the game 2-3, thanks nonetheless to the Rockies bullpen. Kyle Freeland pitches 6 shutout innings. He did a great job. And then the bullpen comes in and gives up 6 hits in 3 innings. Thanks for nothing, Colorado Rockies bullpen. We had the over 8.5 runs in the Blue Jays and the Orioles game. Basically, it was the exact opposite of what happened yesterday's game. Baltimore 2, Toronto 8. Let's see who scored for Toronto. Wild pitch, sac fly by Vandy, a 2-run single by Santander, Bo Bichette with a single. Ernie Clement hit a double and scored 2. That might be the only time I'm saying this entire season. Shout out to Ernie Clement for getting this over. We then had 2 winners in the same game. Mets plus 120 on the money line and the under of 8.5 runs. Mets win the game 3-1. Tyler McGill, 5 innings, 3 hits, 1 run. Then their bullpen came in, pitched to lights out. There were only 8 total hits in the game. Astros had 1 cost the error. So Mark Vientos, Jesse Winker, and Juan Soto gets his first home run of the year. Shout out to the Mets for bouncing back. And I think I'm betting that game tomorrow. I'm pretty sure I'm betting that game tomorrow. Anyway, then we got our 2 losers. We had Rockies plus 165 on the money line. Like I said, they had a 2-0 lead going into the bottom of the 6th inning. Or maybe it was the 7th inning. And then their bullpen came in and absolutely choked the game away. Tampa Bay wins 3-2. Then we had the Orioles plus 100 on the money line. They got schmacked as the Blue Jays 14 hits today. 1-4. That's pretty impressive. So that's that. The Braves game still tied up 3-3. So hopefully one of those hits. And let's get on to the picks for tomorrow. Game number 1. We're doing the same thing again. Orioles, Blue Jays, rubber match. I'm taking the O's plus 105 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. Going for the Orioles, it is Dan Creamer. Creamer? I barely even know her. Starting lineup, Colton Cowser, Rutschman, Jordan Westburg, Ryan O'Hearn, Tyler O'Neill, Ryan Mountcastle, Cedric Mullins, Ramon Urias, and then Jackson Holliday. Jackson Holliday, I think, had his first home run today. So shout out to Jackson. Granted, this lineup may change a little bit, that it's the final game of the series. Might be getting a few guys towards the bottom of the lineup shifted out for a few other guys. So we'll see what they do there. Blue Jays on the mound. The 2-eyed, different color freak Max Scherzer starting lineup. Bo Bichette, Vladdy, Santander, Andre Jimenez, Alejandro Kirk, George Springer, Will Wagner, Ernie Clement, and Alan Roden. Rubber match. Both of these teams have schmacked each other. Orioles win game 1. Blue Jays win game 2. I'll take the plus money team in the over. That's about as much info as you need. Next game, we're running it back again. But this time we're going with the over instead of the under. Give me the Mets plus 105 on the money line and the over of 8 runs. Mets starting pitcher Griffin Canning. Their lineup, Frankie Lindor, Juan Soto, Pete Alonso, Mark Vientos, Brandon Immo, Starlin Marte, Tyrone Taylor, Luis Angel Acuna, Luis Torrens. Then Houston pitching Spencer Arrighetti. I forgot how good the Astros starting pitchers are. Their rotation is disgustingly good at baseball. Their starting lineup, Jose Altuve, Isaac Paredes, Yordan Alvarez, Christian Walker, Yanier Diaz, Jeremy Pena, Cam Smith, Brandon Rogers, Jake Myers. If we're looking at who has the better lineup, the answer is 100% the Mets. The Mets' top 5 are ridiculous. You're starting Frankie Lindor, Juan Soto, Alonso, Vientos, Nimmo. Good Lord. Starlin Marte is good, but he's old. Tyrone Taylor, don't know much about. Then you have the Acuna. I mean, based on the last name, he should be good. And then Luis Torrens is pretty good, actually, for his position. I don't trust the bottom half of the Astros lineup. Cam Smith, Brendan Rodgers, Jake Myers. No, no, no. Don't really trust Jeremy Pena. I trust the top of their lineup, though. Yordan Alvarez is a beast. Jose Altuve, even if he cheats, he's still good at baseball. Paredes from Tampa Bay. Yanier Diaz been playing better ball. So I'll take the Mets plus 105. I think they overall have the better lineup. And I'll take the over of 8 runs. First 2 games in this series have been very low scoring. So I think final game, we get a slugfest. Next game, 2 teams we haven't touched this year. I'm taking the Giants plus 100 on the money line. And then the under of 8.5 runs against the Reds. Giants pitcher, the old man himself, Justin Verlander. Their starting lineup, Lamont Wade, Willie Adames, Jung-Hoo Lee, Matt Chapman, Heliot Ramos, Patrick Bailey, Wilmer Flores, Mike Yastrzemski, and Tyler Fitzgerald. Pitching for the Reds, you got Nick Lodolo, who had, I think, an incredible year last year. Their lineup, TJ Friedel, Matt McCain, Ellie De La Cruz, Gavin Lux, Jaimier Candelero, Spencer Steer, Chris Encarnacion Strand, but the middle word was not fitting in there, Jake Fraley, and Jose Trevino. I don't really think either of these teams are going to be very good. The Reds have a really small ballpark. So taking the under is bold in their stadium, but the wind's supposed to be blowing in. You have 2 really good pitchers on the mound. The Giants have a decent bullpen. The Reds' main problem is the fact they don't have a bullpen. I'll take the similar lineup, which I think is a better pitcher and a better bullpen, getting plus money. Neutral venue for the most part based on the wind. Should be a good game. Give me the Giants and give me the under. Next game, back to the bread and butter. If there's a Guardians game happening into their plus money, I will probably be betting them because this is my team. I'm going to take the Guards plus 105 on the shmoney line and the over 7.5 runs. Guardians pitcher Gavin Williams, Royals starting pitcher Seth Lugo, Guards starting lineup Stephen Kwan, Jose Ramirez, Lane Thomas, Carlos Santana, Kyle Manzardo, John Kenzie Noel, Bo Naylor, Gabriel Arias, and Brian Rocchio. Royals starting 9, Jonathan India, Bobby Witt, Vinny Pasquantino, Salvi, Michael Massey, Hunter Renfroe, MJ Melendez, Kevin Biggio, and Kyle Isbell. If you watched the first game, the Guardians did end the game with more hits, but the Royals probably should have won it in regulation. They had a massive base running error, I think like the bottom of the 7th through the 8th inning. Hunter Renfroe had a horrible outfielding mistake, which led to Kyle Manzardo's double in the top of the 10th inning, which hit 2 runs in. I think the Guardians are going to fuck him up here. Give me the Guardians, plus 105 on the money line, and the over, 7.5 runs. They are the better team. Final game that I'm touching today, 2 teams I have not bet this season as well, Boston and Texas. I'm going to take the Red Sox minus 115 on the money line and the over of 8.5 runs. These 2 teams have already played. This is the rubber match. Both teams winning the previous games. Texas won the most recent 4-1, and then Boston won the season opener 5-2. So both have been low scoring. I think this is kind of like the, what was that game? The Astros and the Mets game I was talking about earlier. Rubber match. They've seen each other for a little bit. I think there's going to be a lot of runs. Red Sox starting pitcher Walker Buehler. Their starting lineup, Jarren Duran, Rafi, Alex Bregman, Tristan Casas, Trevor Story, Christian Campbell, Wilyer Abreu, Connor Wong, who I don't know how is in an MLB baseball team, and Sedan Rafaela. I don't know who that is. Texans, they're Rangers. Their starting lineup, Marcus Semien, Corey Seager, Wyatt Langford, Adolis Garcia, Jake Berger, who I think used to be on the Marlins. I don't like Jake Berger. I just look at him and I'm like, God, I don't like you. I think I have that thought ever since Jose Ramirez dropped. Who did he fight on the White Sox? Why can't I remember who we fought on the White Sox? Tim Anderson is who we fought on the White Sox. Because then the announcer, down goes Anderson. Down goes Anderson. You're like, damn. Jose Ramirez really just is the best thing in baseball. Anyway, Josh Jung, Kevin Pillar, Kyle Higashioka, and Josh Smith. If we're looking at lineups, I don't even think it's close. I think the Red Sox are the better lineup. I really like Walker Buehler. I'm surprised that the Dodgers got rid of him. I think it was the middle of last season. I don't think they traded him. I think they dropped him from the roster, and then the Red Sox picked him up. Don't know much about Tyler Malley. Not sure. We'll find out tomorrow how good he is. Give me the Red Sox. Give me the over. That is it. All right. I appreciate you guys watching. Let me do one final. Let me get a score update check on the Braves and the Padres game. Still 3-3, top of the 6th inning. No outs. Hopefully the Braves score 5 runs and we win both of our bets, and I go 6-2 today. I would like that a lot. All right. I appreciate you guys tuning in and watching, and I'll catch y'all in the next one. Peace.